Hey Ministry, how's it going? It's it's Anthony, the one AJ Anthony Jordan, and I'm not alone. The whole crew is in here, fresh off of our first WWE live show. So we're throwing it up. We're throwing it up. The MOW is here. If you don't know what I'm throwing, we throw it up. We're throwing up the two.
He froze on throwing up the 2 tweets. Everyone threw up the 2 tweets. He's literally frozen at the most awkward time.
So I heard you say I froze at the most awkward time. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. It's all good. It's just one of those.
Really was too sweet.
Anyway, we progress while the internet still works, and we've just done a live show, and at the end of this week is a WWE pay-per-view. So here we are with a podcast, guys. We are trying to get a bit more consistent.
Oh dear.
Oh jeez.
Oh dear. Okay. You know what?
Your potato, man.
We're talking Extreme Rules. This is an interesting Extreme Rules because I actually don't know any match that has a Extreme Rule as yet. I don't know if I'm off.
The main event is Extreme Rules.
Oh, fair play. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I've introduced myself, gentlemen. Would you like to proceed and introduce yourselves?
Yes, sir. Double V, the Viceroy of Verisimilitude, right here. Nico Lero. Shout out to all my Nicoholics. And we've got who else in the house?
We got hope that came out. You know what I'm saying? Still got the shirt.
and for those listening on podcast, that's Den the Tech, because not everyone watches.
No, come on, can't y'all hear the way I spin that chair as Den the Tech?
Very good. Very, very good. Who else we got in the house? Oh, who's below me there? Who's down there in purple?
That's me. It's me, Undertaker.
Wow. I like that All right. Me, Big Tone, back in the building.
The voice that runs the place. Right. AJ, at the risk of you potentially having another fantastic freeze. Do you want to introduce the show?
Right. So as I said, it is the Ministry of Wrestling pay-per-view preview show. We are talking Extreme Rules. Hey, don't freeze yourself like that, making me think my internet's gone funny. I know when the bars are up to screw you. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll just do my predictions. No one else says anything. I win by default. I'm cool with that. So
yeah, you need that win.
I don't. So as we're currently going into the show, the man who watches less wrestling than me, Den the Tech, is the one who's in the lead. So congratulations to you, sir. How you done it, I don't know, but hey.
Easy. You guys are thinking of logic. I'm just thinking about run people, big people, sweaty people.
When you break it down, did it, right?
Pretty much.
This is the one. I know my internet's working because Leon's going from white to purple.
No, you're good, mate. You're good, mate.
No, I said I know it's working because Leon's room is changing color like every 2 minutes. So most consistent internet show we've seen in time. Right, okay, so let's kick off with match number 1. I didn't even know why this is a match, but I've not watched a show in ages. We are talking Carmilla versus Liv Morgan.
Lol. Do you know why this is a match? It's really simple, because it's two blondes arguing about who's prettier. That's literally the storyline.
You've got even wrong as well. That's so sad.
So
that's actually the story.
Okay, fair enough. The stipulation to be confirmed. It may be a makeup match or something. Return of the Diva era. Return of the Diva era. If that's the way, if that's the concept behind their beef. Who normally kicks off, Nick?
The one who normally kicks off for the first one is Big Tone. So Big Tone, over to you, my friend.
I'm so sad that this is the first match in it. You know? This vaporware match. But I guess I got to go with Liv. They're trying to build us somewhat. Yeah, AJ, they have been in some weeks, so why not?
Liv, yeah?
Liv.
AJ, you're next.
Okay, it's me. It's me. To be honest, Liv is on that build-up. She had something going up in Money in the Bank. I didn't think she was going to win it. I thought it was going to be the heartbreak story, which essentially it was. The ASH won it, but I don't think they're over with Liv just yet. And Carmella can hold the last while Liv is on the come up to prove that she is someone. While SmackDown does need a bit of consistency in their women's division because it's been lacking for a while now. So I'm going Liv Morgan as well.
Right, it's me next. Man, it's such a stupid match. It's like if you break it down, Carmella was feuding with Sasha Banks for the longest time, and then Bianca Belair for the longest time, saying I'm beautiful and I should have a WWE title shot. And Liv was in the background going, are you actually kidding me? Are you kidding me? I haven't even been acknowledged. I want to be like Roman Reigns. Here you go, honey. Have a match. It's so stupid. I'm sorry. After watching one of the really good women matches just a few hours ago between Ruby Soho and Britt Baker, to go to this is like, oh, what the fuck? What's the actual fuck? I don't get Liv Morgan all day long. There's no rhyme, reason, or logic to this. Pretty much whatever happens, if Liv Morgan gets the win, they're not going to do anything with her anyway because it's WWE. And if Carmella gets the win, she'll just show up now and then go, do you remember? I'm beautiful. Yeah. Do you like my new implants? Like, that's all that's going to happen. Like,
no character development. They're not going anywhere. It's just
nothing. This is a nothing match. Dan, over to you, mate.
Well, y'all know me. Usually the blonde is the winner. But the two blondes this time. So I go for the better looking blonde, Liv Morgan. And plus, this could be a strategy for me. If I pick the same thing everyone picks, I keep my lead.
But you don't like drawing, so that's interesting. But anyway,
I'm in the lead. I just maintain.
Yeah, just on that note, yeah, get Leon to do his prediction, and then I'll bring back the scores.
Right. You know what?
All right, Elias.
Just like that, man. This rivalry is dead.
I love it.
So, for the sake of that, I'm picking Liv.
No beef, no fluff, no meat on the bones. Just bang.
Can I say something?
Of course.
If we all pick the same thing, somehow all pick the same, I would change one of my picks.
Go on, then change it then.
No. I would change one of my picks. If all of us end up picking the same thing, I would change one. I would either take the loss or take the extra lead. Just to let you know.
How noble of you. How noble of you, Dad.
Yeah.
Love it. Just while we're on the topic of points and whatnot, for those of you who are regular watchers and who are keeping up with the score tally, the current score between the five of us is AJ is on 4, Big Tone is on 4, I am on 5, Den is on 6, and Leon is bringing up the rear with 2. And the score between the two OGs, AJ and Nico, is obviously 4-6. Just I'm taking my Intercontinental title where I can. You know what I mean?
That's true. It's dead now. There are no solo shows anymore. Anyway, we progress. So, Den, I've got some bad news for you because you have an issue. Like, you always go for the blonde, and here you were with 2 blondes. Well, guess what? SmackDown has 2 blondes, but so does Raw. So,
AJ, no. AJ, no. You've got the issue because according to our history, you pick next.
That's fine. That's cool.
Oh, really? Okay.
The challenge for Den is we have 2. I'm just saying the issue is for Den it's 2 blondes, and we're talking Miss Charlotte Flair who never loses versus Vince's favorite puppet Alexa.
Well, you did everyone's
this is an easy pick.
Spoilers, isn't it? So
AJ, you're up.
Right, that's all good. I'm all good being up. I think Charlotte's still your champ, to be honest. Just easy call. I don't know. I think Alexa's on her mission, but it's Charlotte Flair we're talking about. Oh, sorry, bear me a sec. I'm covering your face, Den. That's gone. Yeah, we're back. I'm just going Charlotte. I don't think we're ready for the Alexa Bliss in this current incarnation as a champ. That's me.
Right, I'm next. I actually find this really difficult. Really,
It's a
really,
tough one, but I just
Really?
think Charlotte.
yeah, I do find this one tough because if you think about it this way, if Charlotte beats Alexa, they've really got nowhere to send her. They've got nowhere to go with her. There was an insinuation that they're going to start building Shayna Baszler up now, hopefully, but they can't just have her knock out Nia in 1 week and then be straight in the. Well, it's WWE. They could put her straight in the
Yeah,
title.
they do stuff like that all the time.
But I don't think that's going to happen yet.
Nick, let me give you a small hint into this situation. Yeah, you could still have Alexa win, but Charlotte walk out with the belt, which could still be a Charlotte situation. I don't think the feud is over just yet. I shouldn't go that deep, but that's just a small.
I don't think the feud is over, but I also think that they've got nowhere to go with Charlotte if she retains.
Yeah. Remember on championships, it's who walks out with the belt, not who actually wins the match.
Screwy finish. I'm calling screwy finish. That will have Charlotte still walk out of the belt. She'll
You
probably
make your
fuck up
pick.
Lily or some shit.
Screwy finish isn't a bad shout. Screwy finish is really not.
It's not a
bad
pick we can pick. You can pick a
The
winner.
difficulty is that every time Alexa has faced anyone when it's not been in the title picture, I've been with Dan and literally gonna echo his words and be like, cool, Bliss wins. But then every time Charlotte does fight for the belt, Charlotte wins. So how long can they really keep pushing this Bliss the Witch character without any payoff? And it seems, weirdly, it does seem like the fans are finally getting on board with it. So for my sins, I'm actually going to pick Alexa Bliss.
Oh, good for you, man. I'll go next.
It's Den next.
Oh,
It's me. Cool.
I'll go next.
Yay.
Den.
So it's going to be 2 Bliss pick. When I hear my thing, I always pick Charlotte to win, which is fighting for the title. When she's defending the title, she loves to just gives it away. And do you know why? She give it away so she can win it again.
Yeah.
Every time they win, what happens? The number goes up. It goes up. How many time champions is she now?
14.
Ooh, what's her daddy? All right,
16.
she's gonna pass that figure, so
Ooh,
they can
we
get
don't
another.
mention that guy right now.
I didn't mention him, and I didn't. Ooh. I said her daddy.
Then, just out of curiosity, is your mic on? Because I'm hearing a bit of an echo as opposed to your normal clarity.
More like her, yeah.
I did change my settings, but you know what? I'm gonna go to the laptop microphone because it should be good. It's a newish laptop. Internal. Where are you? I don't know. My laptop mic is cool.
That's cool. It's just it's like room environment as opposed to the crispiness we normally get from you.
Right.
And being the tech, I just wanted to give
This
you
is
the
room
opportunity.
environment because I'm using my actual room mic. How does it sound?
The same.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, I know. Stupido. I'm sorry, everyone.
Did
Sorry,
you select your mic
podcast.
within StreamYard?
Yes, I did. That's what I'm in right now, but I did change it, and now, bam. So
There we go. That's
Yeah.
the tech quality.
if you see my mic selection, there's a long list.
I'd rather not.
There's too many equipment in. Anyway, Alexa, because usually I have to say it. Sorry, Alexa, buy some beans. Is gonna win because
Alexa, buy some beans.
Alexa always does it right. And when Alexa play my favorite song, and Alexa volume at max, always wins. And yeah, just looking, I'm picking Alexa Bliss. Simple reason. Charlotte has to lose the title so she can win it again just to build the numbers up. And she loves to play hot potato with that title.
Yeah.
That's my choice.
All right,
It's a
Leon.
good summary there.
Leon, you're next. I thought that would separate us, by the way, Dan. So this is not good. Leon, over to you.
I'm gonna pay homage to Alexa with the old coffee cup. Notice a little superhero one there.
Well
And
played.
I'm gonna go Alexa Bliss, but I reckon Charlotte will win it back in time to face Becky Lynch at Survivor Series because that will be the better feud than Alexa. And I don't think Becky's beaten Charlotte yet. So that's yet to be the feud that everyone wants to see. I'm not sure if she's beaten her for the title.
Well,
Or a
I mean,
title.
WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, it's a triple threat though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a triple threat, not really like one-on-one. So I think that's what they're trying to brew up is the Becky Lynch and Charlotte for Survivor Series. But that's still 4 or 5 weeks away. So
And
Alexa
they can't
can
do crown
always
jewel,
win.
so yeah.
Alexa can always win the title, and she can lose it on the next Raw or SmackDown or whatever show they have before they have Survivor Series. And as everyone has said, when it comes to fighting for the title, Charlotte's good at that. But when it comes to defending, not so much. So for that point, I'm going with Alexa.
Oh, majority have gone with Alexa. Booyah! How you like me now, Big Tone?
Well, you know what? I'm glad I listened to everyone. Well, everyone went first because you do raise an extra interesting point about Charlotte dropping and regaining, and Crown Jewel is coming up, and
But
that would be excellent.
Can they have women at Crown Jewel?
Charlotte to what do you call it? Regain her championship.
Big Tone, I'm doing you a favor. I don't know if women can perform at Crown Jewel.
One match last time.
They had like tracksuits on in it, so why can't they do that again? Yeah, it's happened before. They've already had the match. Yeah, but I really do think Flair's gonna have a bit of a better reign. I also think this Alexa Bliss thing, if you was watching the promo on Raw, I feel that they're actually gonna start to wind down this whole, witch gimmick character thing that she's got, because I'm not sure how much further they can go with it in its current incarnation, unless they change something again. Or who else she's really got to face on the roster like that. Yeah, maybe she gets switched to SmackDown. She can keep the witch thing going. But you know what? I feel maybe they was hinting at it on Raw that they might be bringing back old Alexa. I think people probably ready to see that as well. So in that sense, I'm going to go for Charlotte.
Okay.
Keep it
Will my girl be coming back soon?
No, I think she's still got a few more months. It's a sad one. It's like a 9-month injury. Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping, like, I'm really hoping that with all 4 of the horsewomen being heels, that they unite, get all the belts, and we see.
Well,
stop fantasy booking. Stop fantasy booking.
Literally, they're a tag team title away.
Exactly. So let's see it. I have to give the people what they want.
Yeah, because WWE do that so much.
That's literally what I was thinking of. Wrong company.
They do sometimes.
AEW do that shit, mate. Wrong company. Literal wrong company.
Yeah, but like WWE also does things to make the money. And how many, 4 horsewomen t-shirts would they print out? The merchandise would be crazy.
Yeah,
the thing is, to have the 4 horsewomen, you also need like a faction for them to feud for. And sadly, the UFC 4 horsewomen, 2 have been fired and 1's pregnant. So
I'm sorry, but
you can slap one together, but it'll just be.
Well, this is it. That's exactly what they'll do. They'll slap one together. I'm guessing it'll be like Bianca, Naomi, Shotzi, and Knox probably going against them.
Just want to break something down. You know the 4 horsewomen fans? They're watching AEW right now.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
The
4 horsewomen. How many years ago?
Start watching again.
Who's coming back after watching that? To watch one little feud? No, it has to be something bigger than that. They're going to get Punk. Oh wait, too late.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This is WWE got to try to do something to regain fans that they're losing or interest is waning. And something like 4 horsewomen, that's not really been done before in wrestling. Yeah, massive like female faction where all of them are top draws. I can't think of a time when that's ever been done. So I'd be very interested.
And NXT, Ronda and her friends, they were going around doing that shit.
Nah, like again, who were the others? Name one of them, except for Shayna.
I think you're actually both right. Big Tone, I do think you raise an interesting point with the whole, they are going to have to start doing some fan-pleasing shit like that to bring people back, because AEW are actually getting more viewers than them now. It's not hypotheses anymore. It's now happening on the weekly. I don't think they're there yet. That's why I say I think you're both right. There's not a faction for them to feud with. It does have to be a faction, and it does have to be on the main show.
Honestly,
they will do it eventually. I don't think we're there.
I think it don't have to be a faction. I feel they just will throw people together because that's what WWE does.
It's not the four horsewomen then. You can have.
horsewomen.
No, I'm not on about.
I think they're really planting this. They're really planting the seed for Survivor Series as well. You've got to bear that in mind with the whole champion versus champion thing. And if they're planting the seeds now, whoever the champions are, they've got to hold that championship for a considerable long time in order for them to have like that kind of competitive shit when it's title versus title at Survivor Series.
Quick question. Were they ever called the four horsewomen on WWE television? Or not NXT, on WWE Raw SmackDown?
But they're the official title is the Four Women of NXT.
That's what I'm talking about. NXT is not NXT anymore. It's the new NXT or NXT version 2 or whatever it is. Vince is now in charge of that.
NXT, big man meat.
The NXT that happened before wasn't around. Charlotte came straight into WWE. She never went to NXT. This is the new story. Yes, we know that. We know that. But we know that. But stories will be changed. She came straight out of her dad's house, straight into WWE. They would change the story on you like that, like we're all blind. So what's it called again? The Four Horsewomen was never the Four Horsewomen in anywhere on WWE television.
Well, they did make a point.
They've acknowledged it on social, and Sasha Banks.
Don't you remember that?
Eva Marie, Eva Marie and her crew is going to come together, and they're going to be called the Four Horsewomen to piss the fans off.
Yeah, I dare WWE to do that.
You know what though? I'm liking Toxic Attraction though. You know,
Carmilla, Eva Marie,
Lacey Evans,
Lacey Evans. And they come together and like. They just come out and all do this once.
Lacey Evans holding the little mini Ric Flair, baby. They'll come out like, woo! Woo, yeah, darling. Doing some bullshit like that too. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
actually, I love that idea just because look at Leon's face. He's so angry. You just have to say the name Ava Marie and his piss boils. It's amazing. Look at him. He's so angry.
There you are. I'm the Taskmaster. I'm the Booker Man.
Oh, dude.
But Leon, you haven't been your pick. We just went on a tangent.
No,
Did you make your pick?
Yeah,
you did.
Picked Alexa.
Okay, so there's only one Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, 2 Flairs. Xavier picked Flair as well.
Oh,
you picked Flair?
Woo! Right. Up next is the tag team Up next is the tag team who opened the show that we saw, but versus the tag team that I wish we saw. No offense to the Street Profits, but we are talking the Usos of the Bloodline versus the Street Profits.
So it's me to go first for this one, I believe.
Okay.
Oos. Just say Oos. Come on.
You can't really fight with the Bloodline at the moment, although I'm going to say something horribly unpopular. I hate their new merchandise. I think it sucks.
What? The Godfather, you don't like the Godfather stuff?
No. The Bloodline stuff. That's
what I'm saying. It's inspired by the Godfather.
Oh, it's so shit. I didn't even. It's so shit. I didn't even. It's so bad that I didn't even make the connection that it was Godfather. You remember when they did the old Eddie Guerrero Latino Heat thing? I think either Leon or Dan, one of you has got it. And you can clearly tell, okay, that Scarface, this Bloodline thing, it looks like someone had, discovered the color strokes app for the first time. I was like, oh, look, I can make it black and white and isolate a single color. Wow. Yay, merchandise. It's so shit. I'm sorry. Anything that's representing the Bloodline, Heyman shouldn't be anywhere near that. He shouldn't be in the image. He doesn't represent the badass. He's a mouthpiece.
To be honest, he's one of the best parts of the Bloodline.
Of course he is, but you don't put him front and center representing badassery.
And plus it says blood.
I've got to agree with Nico on that one.
No, Eamon's blood is not part of the blood.
Horrible.
The whole thing sucks. I love Roman Reigns merchandise. I've got an Acknowledge Me t-shirt for my pregnant wife because she literally stomped around the house going, do the dishes and acknowledge me. So, I did. But
maybe you got a point because I don't recall seeing Bishop on any of the NWO t-shirts.
You get me? Just think about Brock Lesnar's gear. You don't see Heyman on his gear. You just see Suplex City. You know what I mean? It's like, it's weird putting Heyman on there. The whole thing doesn't work for me. And if that was the Godfather, yeesh, didn't work. But you can't fight the Usos at the moment. They'd be morons to take the belts off the Usos right now. So yeah, it has to be the Usos. And Den is next.
Well, you know, I'm just kind of quick. Usos, the best tag team right now in WWE. So got to stick with them. I can't change from them. Damn, this show is really predictable.
It's really predictable.
The closest one so far is the Bliss one, but everything else. Oh, okay. Usos.
The next one might split us a bit, but
the Street Profits, by the way, I don't like them.
No.
I'm not a fan.
I'm
not
with
a
you.
fan.
I'm with you.
It's a weird one. They kind of annoyed me, but I kind of jumped on
when
it.
they came out, man. The energy.
Yeah, they've got a lot of energy, and as much as they're not my thing, Montez Ford, I can't deny he's
skinny
annoying.
and small.
No, his aerial ability is unreal, and that's what gives me a lot of love for them. To be honest, as a gimmick, I don't think it's the best. I'll give him that, but yeah, his aerial ability.
When you're that small, you can go up higher.
But he really makes it happen. But yeah, anyway, we move on.
Leon is next.
Yeah, I don't think that the Street Profits are on that level yet. Like, to me, Street Profits are like how many versions of the Usos have we seen compared to, we've only seen the one version of the Street Profits. I don't really think they're ready on that level. So for that sake, I'll say the Usos retain their titles.
Usos. Big Tone's next.
Wow, like no love for the Street Profits. I was, hyped when they came out. Feel like they did a real good job interacting with the WWE universe. Yeah, at the live show and everything. And I feel that they're probably the best face team. Maybe the Mysterios are a better face team. But like again, in terms of connecting to the crowd, getting a rise out of them, they do exactly what they need to do. Maybe it is time for a change, and maybe this will be the catalyst for the change, because they are not beating the Usos or the Bloodline. They all need to have the gold for some time.
Yeah.
Because again, Roman, he's holding that belt at least all the way to Mania. So it makes sense for the Usos to continue to hold the belt, because who is the logical choice for the throne in them? Not the Street Profits.
There's no one. WWE don't push tag teams.
I mean, maybe with the upcoming draft, there might be some new challengers, contenders, whatever. Yeah, but currently, as it stands, there is no one.
And they have to keep the Usos in, because they need to do Usos versus RK Bro at Survivor Series.
There you go. That's a fresh match as well. Yeah, so
that'll be good. I'll be looking forward to that. Go on, AJ's next, and he's going to predict that the Street Profits turn heel. Wait for it. It's a heel prediction from the one AJ. He's going to Nakamura them.
Stop shake. Why are you nodding yes so vigorously? You're just nodding yes so hard.
I just don't know where you got that from.
You don't have to keep nodding yes so much. Say the words. Yes. If you're listening on podcast, you need to watch the videos. You can see how much he's nodding his head right now.
Yeah. Okay. My internet's not glitching that much, bro. No, it's a victory for the Usos. Clean. I don't even know if it's RK Bro, if it's going to be like the New Day who will somehow win the titles in time, because that might be a bigger draw for Survivor Series. But
Usos against New Day again.
Yeah,
but what's the bigger draw? Yeah, but we just talked about it leading into Charlotte versus Becky again. Like there are some stuff that they know are guaranteed draws. But there's
no other option with the Charlotte. With this, they've got a chance to do something fresh. RK Bro Usos is fresh.
What's Bobby Lashley's two guys who used to be Hurt Business?
Shelton and Cedric Alexander.
Why not bring them back together and bring back the Hurt Business, and you can have three people.
Well, this would have been the thing, but no. Funny enough, Big E has mentioned that he would like to see the New Day come back to feud with the New Day. But if wishes were fishing, but moving on. Yeah, no, it's. I don't even know why this is a feud. I'd have sooner seen a Raw tag team match than a SmackDown tag team match, if I'm honest. Right. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, New Day. Usos straight.
I'll give you something good from this though. At least it's 2 tag teams fighting against each other, and not just 2 random people put together to fight for the title.
Now, do you want to know something? Do you want to know something really funny? The majority of tag teams across WWE, both male and female, and in NXT, are all weird mixed teams.
No, the women's tag team champs is a weird mix. Everything's.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
On both NXT and main roster.
They break them up and just put 2. You and you go together.
Yeah,
which makes no sense to me.
On fire, the Iconics.
You know why there were 2 iconic.
What they call now?
I want to see those 2 in AEW.
Oh, but hey! Again, it was Peyton who wanted to go solo. But anyway, we move on.
She fucked up.
Yeah. Anyway, next match. This could be interesting. I think we might all go the same way, but hey, it could be an interesting talk.
Then you're first for the next. But yeah, what is it, AJ?
We are talking Sheamus, US champ, Damon Priest, and Jeff Hardy.
Okay, cool. Should I just give you right now? Is the guy that should shave his head? He's going to be the champion. He's the champion. He's going to keep the belt. I don't know his name. Priest. That's it. Yeah, Priest.
The guy should shave his head.
So you got Jeff Hardy. He's just there to get bumped around and to probably take the pin. And Sheamus, who was really good, they're not going to put the belt back on him. He's just there now to help younger people come up. And Damien Priest, if he doesn't win, if he loses this, then what was the point of him winning? And unless Bad Buddy's coming back, then what's the point? So yeah, then keep it nice and calm. Damien Priest.
Leon, you're next, my friend.
Yeah, this is an easy one, man. Priest retains.
That's it.
But y'all think he should shave his head, right?
It's as simple as that. Like, I don't think Sheamus is winning back anything. Jeff Hardy, I think they've read about, like, because obviously everyone was pissed when they saw him in the 24/7 title hunt. So what they've done is they've obviously looked at the what do you call it, at the backlash from the fans, and all of a sudden they put him in title matches, but he still loses.
Yeah.
Sheamus is just a good person to take the fall in order to put over Damien Priest. So he'll get the if anything, he'll get the pin over Jeff Hardy, and Sheamus will obviously be outside the ring or something, so it doesn't put down his character. But Priest will retain his United States title.
Cool. Big Tone, you're next.
Well, you see, the thing about that, what you just said, Leon, is Priest has already beat both of them. So now he can beat them both together. That's exactly what's going to happen on Sunday. Like, they're just clearly they're building up Priest at the moment, like, which is good. It's nice to see them actually investing in someone that comes from NXT, you know, try and make him a star. You did all that stuff with him with Bad Bunny at Mania, and like it just took now for you to finally like be actually pushing him to some level. So I hope that the Prince stays high on him and they push him and we finally get a new star, because Lord knows we need them. But as for the match, yeah, clearly he retains.
All right, AJ.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a sheep, to be honest, but I am kind of leaning with Damien Priest. The last pay-per-view, I kind of thought Sheamus might retain and then Priest will win it later on. That didn't happen. I think this is just a chance to solidify him that bit more, because he's going to beat 2 vets in a triple threat. Simple as. I wish I could flesh it out more, but it is what it is.
Priest, yeah. Okay, over to me. Yeah, so I'll build on one thing Big Tone said, is that why have I got an echo? What is going on there? Check.
Can't hear it.
Okay, very good. I'll build on one thing that Big Tone said about them building new stars. For all of the shitting we do on the lack of development that gets given to NXT, let's notice that 2 NXT guys are currently holding belts on the main roster, Priest and Riddle.
And Big E.
Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley holding belts. Big E holding a belt.
Roman.
Big E, the first ever NXT champion.
No.
To win the belt. Someone got the belt.
Nakamura.
Rollins, bro.
Nakamura holding a belt too. So there is weirdly we've been shitting on WWE for what seems to be like forever. There's actually quite a few NXT guys holding the belts at the moment.
But like, let's not give them too much credit here.
No.
No. But you acknowledge what
is like by accident, and just because it's years and years later. Like, come on, you can't even make the connection between Big E and NXT. Yeah, like
Biggie Langston, get his full name right.
That, you can get and I'll give him credit for is the Damian Priest and even Riddle. Yeah. But again, still the utilization of them hasn't been the greatest.
It's not. It never is.
Now they're giving them titles and everything. Fair enough. So hopefully they can make something. All
they're gonna do now when it comes to NXT stars is they're gonna rebrand Keith Lee as a heel, and because Adam Cole's gone and joined AEW, so they can't get him to be his manager anymore, they're just gonna make Johnny Gargano his manager.
That would be an excellent pairing. That really would.
Adam Cole actually said he didn't know where that came from. He never heard that story.
Yeah, he did say that was.
He left the company on good terms. He's one of the ones that said I actually like the company.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know that was true. Come on, man.
Of course you do. Look at what they did with Leo Rush. Of course it's true. And I guarantee you, Johnny Gargano is going to show up in a few weeks as a manager. One of the best wrestlers on the planet is going to be a mouthpiece. Wait for it. He's a good mouthpiece, but he's an awesome wrestler. Anyway, it has to be Damian Priest.
Yes.
It has to be Damian Priest. And I find it hysterical that Jeff Hardy can go from beating Karrion Kross to being buried by Karrion Kross to chasing the 24/7 title. Jeff Hardy chasing the 24/7 title to being back in the title picture by means of beating Sheamus in 3 weeks.
Do you know what's really shit? Yeah,
WWE.
No. But do you know what's really sad? Is that when Jeff or the likes of RVD, who was a multiple-time ECW champion, won the hardcore title, it had a level of excitement. The 24/7 title is such a piss take and such a downgrade of the hardcore title that the fact that he runs for it, it's what a disrespect. It just shows how ridiculous that title is. Yeah.
You got to remember one thing on that. I completely agree. There's no arguing with anything you've just said, but I feel like the 24/7 title is 100% their little sketch that they do for the kids each week. And let's be real, having just been to WWE Live, look how many kids were there. It was.
Do you know the thing about the 24/7? It's actually the title that apparently USA wanted a title that was exclusive to them. So that's what it is more than anything. And I don't know how it came.
Sure, and it became a kid thing. This last week, I don't know if you watched it. They've literally got Wile E. Coyote style trap plans of how to catch Reggie, and they're dropping nets on people. I swear Reggie was just gonna run up to the camera and go meet.
Oh my gosh, he's not even exaggerating. That is the sad thing. He is not exaggerating at all.
It's real.
It should be called the Acme Championship.
The Acme Championship, legitimately.
You know what? It's got the circles as well. It looks like it.
Really? And then what should happen each week is that Drew Maverick needs to come on and go, you're despicable.
And then they just end the broadcast with that's all, folks.
I know it sounds wrong, but Paul Heyman would have to play the part of Porky Pig, wouldn't he?
No, man, Keith Lee.
No,
Keith Lee, we need to bury him further.
Heyman's Elmer Fudd.
Anyway,
Sylvester.
You're right. Here we go. And who's next, Nick? Who's kicking off?
You know who could play? You know Ric Flair could play Pepe Le Pew.
Go on, just touch it. Go on, just touch it. Well, great casting. Great casting.
There is no argument with that at all.
What's next?
Who's kicking off next?
Who's kicking off next? Leon is kicking off next.
Right. This is predictable as hell. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
This is the Peppermint Pew.
Guys, if you're listening, I do beg you turn over to our YouTube page because Leon's laugh was quite infectious there. But, yeah.
He's still gone.
Still gone.
No, because it's the way that Peppermint Pew grabs up the cat. I just put my dark side of the ring flat.
Technically, he didn't grab her. He just told her to grab something.
Yeah, his tail.
His front tail.
Y'all knew Ric Flair loved to grab some pussy.
Cat.
Woo!
So accurate. Oh my
Sorry, I
God.
shouldn't do that.
Wow. Now this match is hard because obviously, especially with the house shows, yeah, like Bianca lost and whatever, and I know that's got nothing to do with the match coming up this Sunday. But I think they're doing something with Becky where she's going to hold on to the title, and I don't know whether that leads some, because what they're doing with Naomi as well, it's like, I don't know, it's looking a little. I don't know what's going on right now. Like, obviously, there's a draft coming up and whatever, but I don't think that Becky would come back so soon and lose it so soon. So I think she may retain in this one.
So who are you
So
picking? Becky, yeah?
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go Becky Lynch. Yeah.
Big Tone, you're next.
Okay, well, to be honest, it is pretty simple, isn't it? Like, Becky's come back. She's just got the title. They're trying to build this heel character. Eventually, obviously, Bianca may win it back. I say may because, again, it depends how Bianca connects with the fans from here on out. But she's definitely going to have more sympathy placed on her. Because I reckon that live show, if anyone was at the live show, that ending is exactly what's going to be happening on Sunday. And that was the
stole my line.
And like, I won't say any spoilers here, for the audience or whatnot. But Becky's going to retain and Bianca's going to, go back to, the big card for a while. We'll see.
Where is Extreme Rules being held again?
That's a very good question. I'm not sure.
Somewhere in America.
Because obviously in England, they're going to be cheering for Becky Lynch because she's from the British Isles, if you will. So depending on where Extreme Rules is, Bianca might get the louder cheers.
Are you picking Bianca?
No, I'm not going Bianca, but they'll probably root for her more than Becky, wherever they're being held.
Big Tone, who did you pick?
I said Becky.
Cool.
All right, AJ, you're next.
Yeah, it's another one of those clean-cut ones. I think it's all still part of this building of a heel of Becky, so it's going to be one of those kind of underhanded victories where Bianca's just slightly off. I'm just trying to add flesh to the bone because really we all know it's Becky. So just yeah.
She ain't that skinny.
No, I'm talking about this podcast, bro. Like, just drop a line and move on. Yeah, but here we go.
A bit like that. It is a bit like that. I'm next if you're done.
Yeah.
What's with Becky, Dennis Scott?
I'm not such a nice guy as Big Tone. I am going to spoil the ending for everyone. It's going to be an eye rake into a bookend or a back end or a Beck or a Rock Becky or a Beck bottom or whatever the fuck they're calling that glorified.
But yeah,
she does have a name.
Yo, Dave Meltzer. I didn't know you were on the show. Just call it a rock bottom, man.
She calls it the manhandle or something like that.
Yeah, the manhandle.
Yeah.
Manhandle slam.
It manhandle slam, even though it's just it's more than a uranagi, but less than a rock bottom. She does drop it well.
You would think manhandle slam would be something closer to a pump handle slam, like maybe, yeah, like Rhea Ripley's finisher, maybe.
Just call it a Yuri Becky, man, and done. You know what I mean?
Becky Nagi,
innit?
Yeah, Becky Nagi.
Becky Nagi.
But no, actually, I like manhandle slam.
Manhandle slam's fine, but that's how the finish is going to be. They were rehearsing it at the house show.
That's what house shows are about.
All we heard at that house show, it might have been. I'd like to remind everyone that Becky is Irish, not Northern Irish. Therefore, there's nothing British about her. But
she's European.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Leave
what?
it to the British to seek appropriation for what's
You know
not
what?
theirs,
It's funny.
right?
It's funny you say that, because they might do like that the Rock Stone Cold thing where it takes 3 manhandles to finish her or something like that.
Nah.
Nah, it's
Oh,
an
that's
underhanded
true.
victory, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Rake to the eye.
I
Rake
think
to the eye.
she kicked out. She kicked out at least one. She'd probably be brave to kick out at 2, and it'll be the 3rd one that beats her.
You're
such a
very
nice
polite.
individual. You're such a
I
nice
don't
was
guy.
think
gonna say,
they're
I
gonna
was
let
very
her
polite
kick
there,
out
bro.
right now because it's a new finisher. So I feel they're gonna protect it.
Yeah,
They're gonna
it's the one thing that Bianca can't outdo. She'll reverse a bloody Bexploder. She'll break out of a freaking disarmer, but that will happen and it will take her out. It's the one thing that Bianca can't get past. Leon, I love how she's going to kick out of 3 of those, but it was the only move that she took last time to lose. I mean, I don't know what you think, how she's trained for it in a month, bro.
It's twice where she's got hit with it and lost.
Yeah, that's
Summer
true.
Slam in the house show.
That's true.
Very polite of you.
You don't. House show does not exist in WWE's eyes.
That's true. It's so true.
It's obviously Den next. I need to go and grab my missus quickly, so I'll be back in 5.
Bye. Well, it's a very easy pick.
I love how he actually disconnected from the screen. Okay.
It's a very easy pick. The biggest babyface
Oh,
in
sorry,
WWE
Sten.
right now. It's all right. We all look alike, you can't tell the difference. Right now, it's just like
Whole head of
4
hair.
of you on screen right now. Well, I can grow my hair. I just shave it. I shave it. I ain't bald.
I didn't say you were bald. I just said there was a difference. Yeah? That was there was a difference. I didn't call you a bald headed.
I was joking. Yeah, it's the biggest babyface in WWE right now. Becky Lynch is gonna retain, and I keep calling her babyface, and y'all keep saying she's a heel, but she gets cheered.
I actually think they're actually working on. I actually think that I haven't watched enough wrestling to know, but I actually think the heel turn is working. I think over here we have that. The UK is always going to be bizarro land when it comes to cheering. More and more, she's doing underhanded tactics that are winding up fans. Yes, she's going to have the loyalists, and her promos do still kind of work, but it works better than when they've tried it with Charlotte. When eventually Charlotte was meant to be the face, and it just didn't work. That was the whole birth of the man. I think Bianca's got enough people still behind her to kind of twist Becky into a heel. Personally,
you say that, but how long before people just don't give a crap about Bianca?
Bro,
she was fading out. You heard the cheer she got when she was coming out to the ring.
Oh yeah, it was
nothing.
It was
nothing.
I still find
she did win them over. Let's be fair, she did win them over by the end.
Yeah, the match won it over.
Exactly, but again, she was a part of that, and then she got in the ring at the end, people cheering, chanting her name. So I don't know. I feel you're right though. Then in a way that the star might be fading a bit, and people want to cheer the man. She just returned. Yeah, so this was a real bad time for them to pull this.
It's crazy because she went out as such a big baby face, the biggest baby face in the company at the time, and then she came back and they just went, right, you're a heel. And I understand turning people heel right away, but you don't turn the biggest baby face heel so quickly.
Do you know what?
If I'm honest, it was Becky who asked her because obviously she sees what Roman Reigns is doing. So
do you know what? Honestly, no, hold on. Do you know what I honestly think made it the heel turn? I think the way people felt Bianca was disrespected. I honestly believe that's the way.
No, but they did that on purpose, though. That
was the heel turn.
That was the heel turn. That was meant to invoke the same type of sympathy. That it does. When Becky first became a babyface, because that was off the back of a similar type of thing where Charlotte come in and sort of steal a thunder. Yeah, and they tried to repeat that with Bianca, but again, the man is still so over, and everyone was happy to see her. It's not worked out in the same way.
It's like think when even when going way back when Jericho first came back, and for him to be a heel, he couldn't come back and become a heel instantly. He had to come back, and he did that thing of running around the ring, holding a jacket, and people kept cheering him still. He had to actually push for them. Becky's doing really good at becoming a full-on heel. It's just right now, how many baby faces do you have in the women's division right now?
So loved.
Yeah. How many babyfaces do you have in the women's division right now? Like true babyface. That
Credible
people care
ones.
about.
It's only literally Ripley, Nikki Ash, and Bianca. Credible.
And the only one actually playing a babyface is Nikki Ash. That's literally it. And it's
And Bianca.
Nikki.
Bianca is playing a baby.
She's annoying as.
Nah, you can't say because you don't like her, she's not playing a baby.
No, her character. Let's rephrase it. Her character is quite annoying. I love it when she's wrestling. You know, her wrestling, showing off her strength, like just the fact that she can do them squats with the people on her back and pull out moves after going for like good 10 minutes. Mwah. Love that. But her coming out to the ring, skipping and doing that, I'm like, God, piss off.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's
let's be
very
honest,
WWE though.
but
That's very
it's
WWE.
it's her. She is literally. I mean, if you didn't know, then she is married to one of the Street Profits, and she is officially just a female Street Profit, isn't it? It's very black stereotype. And while Nico's not here, let's be honest. Between four black people, we do know that is stereotype. Yeah, it's a stereotype.
This is why everyone loves it.
It's the face ratchet black woman. Like, okay, yeah.
And then the dancing around. That's why I love to call that that team with with the black guys, man. Jesus Christ, my brain doesn't work.
New Day?
With MVP as
Hurt Business. Yeah. Let's take a minute to appreciate that. That was the first time there was no gimmick. We were as close to the Four Horsemen, Evolution. You know, it was just, we're on stuff. Like, we're on shit. Let's put it that way. Like, suited and booted, but we can handle business.
Let me give WWE some credit. Yeah, that's not all they've shown of Bianca. They've shown her athletic side.
No, that's what they said. In ring, no one could.
No, I'm talking about not before her WWE career. They made a big point of sort of like showing that side, like they've done with people like Brock Lesnar, of all the stuff, the accolades they had in it before they come to WWE. They're very athletic people. They made a big show and dance of doing that with Bianca. So it's not
was she before WWE?
I can't remember. She was like track star or something like that, innit? Yeah, she used to actually compete. You know, be athletic.
Well, first things first, character change up, cut that damn thing off her head.
No, you can't cut that off her head, but that's her gimmick, man.
No, her gimmick is she's a black female wrestler. That's her gimmick.
Her gimmick is
I just walk into.
It's not going to be hard to just
singing and dancing stereotype behind it, and what Bianca like. Dan makes a good point, which I can't deny. Is in ring Bianca is an amazement. She's a wonder. She is to be appreciated. Gimmick wise, it's not the best.
You can clearly tell she's related to one of the Street Profits. She's annoying.
Yeah, she said that.
Well, that's what I said. That is exactly what I said. I was like, she's a Street Profit. That it's clearly there.
And even the Street Profits, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but I'm tired of seeing all the black characters in WWE dancing around. Not all, but you know, I want something I want something that Hurt Business back, where it's just they come in, do their shit, and get out. They're the four horsemen, the four black men.
This is why I've been saying for years about when I see a black tag team coming in, yeah, like the first.
Don't quote the nation. I beg you, don't quote the nation.
Nah, Harlem Heat.
Bro, but even that, I'm not even trying to be funny. Harlem Heat was good and it's cool to be respected. But we're talking about two black guys from Texas. What did we call them? Harlem Heat. Because you know what? Where do black people have to come from? Like,
I'm sorry. Harlem Heat. Did you know when their first gimmick was?
I love Harlem.
They used to come out to the ring with chains around their neck, getting led by a guy with a white suit.
A white slaver.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. And they became Harlem Heat. Sorry, don't forget about Crime Time, because you know what did we do? Man. We steal shit.
I loved the vignettes. They're very funny, but oh my gosh, that's gotta be the worst gimmick that WWE ever done, man.
What about the Arabian wrestler who is a terrorist?
Yeah.
That's the same level, man. That's the same level.
Cutting from here because you're just vamping right now, and this is why Shinsuke didn't get the push, because he's a foreigner, and foreigners can only be heels. There you go. Anyway, we can move on. He's back.
Right. It's time for some acknowledgement, people, because we're talking about the main event.
Oh, you haven't got on to him yet.
We held off for you.
We did.
All right,
We are
appreciate
talking
that.
about the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, taking on.
Blackface.
Yeah. After all the
How did that talk?
after all the racism talk that we brought up, we've got Finn Balor not even looking like the demon, just looking like he's blackface. How ridiculous! But yeah, the demon Finn Balor.
Big
Roman versus Wally.
Yeah.
Man,
He looks like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
I love that character. I'm the dude playing the dude, pretending to be the dude. Oh, the dude.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
How
Why
did
does
he get
Finn
away
Balor
with
look
it?
like the back of the marmalade jar?
Boy, Finn's having a rough night with you guys, man, isn't he?
Honestly, it looks like the one white fan who was a fan of the Boogeyman and tried to like recreate
He's coming to get you. But all right, so yeah, Roman ain't losing. Like, we're building up Brock. The only question for me is how this match is actually going to go down. Will Roman actually spear and pin Balor, or will Brock come out before that and ruin it? Or will Brock come out afterwards and ruin it? Either way, Brock's coming out to ruin somebody.
The demon getting assist from the beast. Now, the thing that bugs me with this is that, to my knowledge, the beast. Anyway, continue. I'll bring it up in my.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You're next, AJ. So you've got your.
So basically, like in a nutshell, we are building towards Crown Jewel with it. Yeah. Again, the main story is Brock versus Roman. This is just sort of like a side, which is a little bit sad that the demon, which could be a main event all in its own, has been relegated to a side character. So my only question is, does he lose straight, or does he lose through like basically interference or whatnot? Either way, Roman walks out of the belt.
AJ, you're next.
I agree, and the part that is that me causing that echo?
No, someone's phone is ringing.
That wasn't a ringing phone.
No,
Not
that's
me.
Right. My thing that I like that Roman is doing the unsurmountable. Every time Roman wins, someone else comes out. Obviously, we know Brock is the next one because of Crown Jewel. I don't know. Not that it's anything special to me as a gimmick, but the demon has never lost, and for it to be like, that's the part that kind of bugs me with it. I'm still like 100% Roman, but I'm like, is this? Did we really have to make the demon cannon fodder in this lane of what?
That's my point. It's a side character.
Of course we did.
It's just a weird one to me, but hey, it is what it is.
Roman, I'm next.
Yeah.
It's, bro, you've set me up perfectly here. Both of you have, because yes, they've already ruined the ending of this match because we know Roman for a fact is walking out with the belt. There's no guess because they've already announced that for the belt at Crown Jewel is Roman Brock. So this match is stupid. And the way they're going to sell this, I think it is going to be a clean win. I think you're going to see him land a few spears, a few Superman punches. Because it's the demon, he'll kick out, and then he'll guillotine him and put the demon's lights out. It is someone that he had to beat because basically they're doing the whole Roman has beaten everyone in WWE. So he's beaten Undertaker, he's beaten John Cena. He's going to beat the demon. He's then going to beat Lesnar, and then cometh The Rock, right? So it is a logic. If the demon was ever going to lose, which he had to eventually, of course, it was going to be to Roman, and Roman had to beat the demon. He had to be the guy to beat the demon because he's just the guy at the moment.
One question to ask around that, though. Like, I know this is months from now, yeah, but after Roman beats The Rock, where does he go from there?
He loses to Orlando.
Well, this is why I said that it was a stupid idea putting the belt on Big E at Lashley's expense. Because to me, the logical step after The Rock was
build up
building
the next
Big E for months, and then Big E's the one who cashes in on him.
It could be Drew. It could be Drew.
He's beaten Drew last year at Survivor Series.
Well,
by hokiness. Jay Uso was involved.
to answer the question of what they do after The Rock, he could always go for the other title, innit? They've already teased it.
Or to be fair,
Two belts Roman, yeah.
So
they,
Roman
I mean,
will be the
they do
first
have a
and
lot of that
WWE
on their socials. It's like any show he handles. But to be fair, there's always someone who's ready to burn it down. Like that's the get out of jail card.
Yeah, it is.
I like that guy.
And I have to say, Roman's winning, of course, for the reasons I just said. I actually think Balor's exactly where he needs to be. He's got a great entrance, but I'm gonna do Balor dirty here, I'm afraid. I've never seen
It deserves one more run, like with the Universal Champion. Because
Sure,
it's the first one. How can you have the first one only have a 1 day reign and that's it?
I mean, I want to quote John Cena here and say nobody deserves anything, you have to earn it, but
yeah, but like then why did the fans chat you deserve it then?
No, I hear what you're saying.
I would say Finn Balor is the person who's earned it, man. Like he should.
Yeah, I'll hear that.
He's a first champion.
Have to be a long reign. It doesn't have to be, not at all. But he should get another reign with the Universal title just to erase the 1 day.
Yeah,
reign.
I'm not being funny though. And
What, he hasn't got a championship since then?
I see and stuff like that. There's a lot of credibility building before it comes. He's a long way off before that comes back.
Is he though? Is he really? Because again, like NXT, he was the bum. His championship reign.
Yeah, again, that's too different.
He's come back now, and to be honest, they haven't actually done him dirty yet. Like straight away. This could be a. I mean, he walked out, and like again, he was a part of the feud with Roman, but got like sort of knocked out of that one for John Cena. But then this is the reason why he's in the feud now. So depending on how it goes, really. Yeah.
Look out for him in next year's Money in the Bank. If anything, I think the kind of build up he needs.
Well, exactly.
Has everyone done their pick? That's when we get to the picks. Has everyone done their picks for this match?
No. There's still you and Leon.
Oh, okay, cool.
So Den, you're next.
Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns. Oh yeah, and talking about who could take the belt off him in the future. There's this young wrestler guy that they're talking about, and don't be afraid. Don't think he's so green that they won't put the belt on him. WWE will put the belt on this new little guy, the gold medal champion guy. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Gable something.
Yeah. That's a good shout.
He would just come in on his first day, beat
Chad
Roman
Gable.
No.
The guy who won
another Olympian, and he's Gable something. I couldn't tell you his full name.
There's a new guy
they're
signed.
doing is putting it on a big meaty man, so it'll be someone like Karrion Kross who they're going to build up.
No, it's a guy that's supposed to go
Gable Stevenson.
Gable Stevenson. He's been signed off by Brock Lesnar. Is the reason why he's coming to WWE. Kurt Andrews, one of the ones that have to get him to WWE. He's like he's a proper wrestler.
Okay,
but he's just getting trained now. And the thing is, you would think he's just getting trained now. They wouldn't do it with Mark Henry. They train Mark Henry for 3 months and then put him in on the television. They would put him on, let him destroy Roman Reigns. And remember, Roman Reigns, bigger than Roman.
Like Angle big or like Brock big?
Angle.
Okay.
And the thing is, it would have been Roman beat everyone. Roman beat Rock. The night after WrestleMania, Roman being too big-headed, and there he comes, beat him on the first night.
Well, if you
and it doesn't have to be a long match.
If you do that, you seal that guy's fate as a baby face because the fans will boo the hell out of him for that.
Nope, you don't see him as a babyface. You can't see someone as a babyface. He just becomes, all right, he's won. They will boo him for beating Roman so quickly because he's so green.
They will boo the hell out of him because, again, NXT 2.0, they tried to actually do a similar thing with the big guy that replaced Kyle. He got booed the hell out of because the fans see it like you have no business being anywhere near that title at this time.
That's wonderful. Boo them.
Rick Steiner's son.
Huh?
Rick Steiner's son.
Well, was that him? Who was in
he tagged up with Tommaso, yeah?
Brock Bretner, he's called.
No, not that guy. Not that guy. Okay. Not that guy.
My God, but Rick's son, my God, does he sound like Scott?
But, say from that is, talking about you would get booed. Kurt Angle coming in. He was meant to be the biggest babyface ever. He come in there, dun, 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 and people booed him because he was just too much a babyface. And you know what they did, which they should always do? Go with it.
Yeah.
Accept the heat and go with it. Don't fight it. Go with it.
But
Like they did with
my
Kurt.
thing is with that, do they really want to waste all of that Roman mileage that they've accumulated on
Roman
another
can
heel?
have some.
If
Roman
he's
can then
beating
have some
everyone,
day off.
bro.
Yeah.
No,
Then
but
Roman
what I'm
can have
saying
some
is,
time off.
like, I'm on about who they put over because someone's got to beat him eventually. Yeah, so I reckon it would make sense to be someone they want to be a mega face. Yeah,
Seth.
not someone who they're looking at becoming another heel.
Seth. It's going to be Seth. Now that they've put the title on Biggie, it's got to be Seth.
Don't think so.
There's no one else.
It's the most logical thing. Seth has got the charisma to be a face when he wants to be. Like,
Hey, you never know. Maybe health freezes over and it's Nakamura.
Don't tease me. Don't tease me.
Everyone would love that. Everyone would love that.
You need to mess up part for it. Just as Nakamura is going to go win, boobs turn on Nakamura. That would happen. And then they break them up because they're getting too popular together.
Hang on, Rick Boogs isn't a bad shout because they're building him.
No, that's too late for it.
Hang on, in the next 6 to 9 months, you don't know where they're going to send him.
No, bro, no.
Bruce is Elias 2.0.
These gimmicks only last so long because he will turn on Nakamura at one point. He'll crack the guitar over him at one point. He'll go on playing like he's the heel guitarist. Before you know it, him and Elias are in the same fucking transition of absolutely nobody.
The tag team, innit?
Do you know what it is? Honestly, Nick, this is the best way I could break it down. Aiden English after Rusev Day. It's the exact same thing.
Remember, I predicted his fate after that, and I swear it was like a month later.
Listen, it's not the first time I've made off-the-cuff predictions before, AJ. As you know, we've got a backlist of them on podcast. I'm telling you, within the next 18 months, Rick Boogs is going to be a world champion.
Oh, you're a big fan.
Do you want to put money on it?
Give me 3 weeks and I'll answer that.
And how long was it again? 18 months, you said, or 8 months?
18.
18. Oh, that's a year and a half. Yeah, screw that. I'm not into that, but that's too long term.
Yeah, so no one can remember that. But still, that's not happening.
I'll give Nick one thing. He's a man of his word. If it does happen or if it doesn't happen, he kind of marks this shit down and comes back and said, "Well, this happened." So
then I would have forgotten.
If it happens, I will clap for you, man.
Do you know what? Before we talk about Nick and his wild predictions, shall we hear what Neil's got to say?
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, did I predict? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm picking Roman Reigns. Like the whole demon thing is just an act of desperation of AEW. He's just gonna beat him on to the next. I don't really have anything else to say on that match, really. Roman's just gonna go through him, and that's it.
I don't think you run there at all. Bringing back the demon
it wasn't like he keep beating the shit out of him and beating the shit out of him and beating the shit out of him in order to get, because that was where the demon used to come, like when you just couldn't quite get over, but all of a sudden you just come out of nowhere, like, you see what I'm saying?
It's the push intrigue.
To me, that's a desperation for ratings versus AEW, right? But what's gonna happen is he's obviously gonna take the loss. Roman Reigns retains. That's an easy one for me.
Yep. And do you want to hear what comes from all of this prediction? I'm still in the lead after this pay-per-view.
It's true.
No, what happened, man? You picked it. Oh, yeah, that's true. Even if I win, you still in the lead.
Only
nothing separating.
Only if Charlotte does you. Only if Charlotte helps you, mate. Yeah, but we'll see.
It doesn't matter. If y'all win.
No, he's still in the lead because, again, the only thing, if Nico wins by some chance, then he's drawing.
Nico now's got the same picks.
Yeah,
I got all the same picks.
And I'm the only one who goes on him.
And I said, if everyone picked the same thing, but you guys went and went, I'm going to change it up. You could have a chance to win, but you chose not to.
Had to pick Charlotte, didn't you, motherfucker?
So you could have stayed on the train.
AJ, sure, me and you got the same picks, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll both be a point closer to like these guys.
I'm
Yeah,
either going to be
yeah.
2 points clear of y'all. Well, I'm already 2 points. 3 points clear of y'all, and only 1 point clear of Nico.
Look, man,
Or
Nico's
me and
gonna
Nico
have a lot of company, and you're still gonna be only one ahead come Sunday.
You know what? More than anything, I hope we are right because my God, Leon needs to catch up.
At what point do we start adding minus points? Like, if you get
At what
You know
point,
what?
Leon? At what point, Leon? At what point, Leon?
you know what?
It's all right. There's always next year.
I want to do this for this prediction things. If you do a prediction show and get 0 prediction, you get a point deducted.
I mean,
AJ would be
It's
fucked.
very hard to get
I mean,
0.
all right. Look, we could do that. We could do that for next year because I mean, to bring it in now, But I mean, honestly, for someone to get an absolute 0 prediction, you honestly you got more chance of a bat shitting on you. Let's be honest. Like,
That happened to you once already. There was one pay-per-view. I'd have to go back and look. You scored a 0.
no, I think I got a 1. I think I got a 1.
Bro, I swear down, you got
No. I would know it's been that bad.
But it was this year he didn't get a 0.
I swear you got a great
No,
slate.
I've
had
not
2
done that.
clean sweeps. Den's had 1. I'm pretty sure you got a great slate.
No. I had one that was ridiculously bad, but I still got.
I remember that. Like, it was very poor, but it wasn't a 0.
Bro,
No,
you
I've not had a 0.
definitely didn't get more than 1.
I think it was like 2. It was honestly like a 2. Bear in mind, guys, a normal WWE card has about 7 to 8 matches. So do look out for a Raw tag team title match, I reckon.
Yeah. Look out for a Raw tag team match. Look out for them doing another Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal. Look out for Bobby Lashley versus Big E.
But you know what? Any match added after this doesn't count, innit?
No. I'm just putting it out there for anyone listening. Like those are out there.
You guys are looking at other matches, but there could be skits. Do you remember last time was it SummerSlam? There was that water gun thing. There was little skits.
Listen, out of all things that have ever upset me, the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits and
the bowling balls.
No, bro, it's when what's his name came back as a ninja.
Yeah,
Akira Tozawa.
Omos.
Oh my days! Nothing has been actually. To be fair, Otis winning Money in the Bank right after that pissed me off even more. But I
enjoyed that.
No, he should have won that one. That time it was perfect for him to win. It was like they gave the fans what they wanted. Yeah, it's just the fan didn't know what to do after that. Because
I'd argue
that night, by the way.
I'd argue the fans wanted Aleister Black to win that pay-per-view.
You got killed as well that night.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That pay-per-view, I got told to keep quiet because I was laughing my ass off. Because that was the most fun I've ever had, watching the music and then running around and all the
Benny
skits.
Hill.
I actually loved that one. I don't know if I was just really tired and just tiredness.
That one, I honestly, and it's no shade, Nick. I'm honestly not doing this to piss you off, but the first thing I had to create the video that I did right after, like the next morning, because it was legitimately who's that jumping up the sky? REY. That was fucking nuts. Do you know what pissed me off about that? Was the whole thing of did we just witness murder of 2 people?
Yeah.
But it was the following bit where I honestly felt sorry for Ray, and I'm not even taking the piss, where they forced him to cut this promo of I felt like my life was going
roof, man.
And then it was like, thankfully there was a second roof, and it's like, come on. Like, really? Was that really the best promo that they like?
What got me was
you could have done anything with that. Anything.
Yeah, because it was just too stupid to begin with.
They had the man and the woman on the ladder fighting each other.
Yeah, that was
why. Bad. There's 2 separate briefcases, but they're fighting each other.
Yeah,
I was busting up.
Shit.
The pre shots, so they did some pre videos, but the lighting was different. The sound quality was different. It just
when I think Stephanie was like in self-isolation and some shit. Yeah.
I'm like, I can hear the buzz from the different microphone. You use the 58 on one and use the 57 on I can hear them.
You're legitimately using your iPhone to record your segments, Steph. Like, okay.
It was terrible.
I enjoyed every second of it. as terrible as I enjoyed the
But for the wrong
campiness.
reason.
That was very fun.
Yeah.
That was a very fun match. And like again, it's one of a kind.
The weights
Yeah, I'll
holding down
remember it
someone.
for sure.
Mhm.
Do you know what?
Anyway.
Let's be honest. They cinematically, the COVID era gave us some interesting cinematic matches. I don't want to see over. I'm glad they've slowed down on it now that the fans are back in shit. But yeah, it was a good time. Anyway,
Quick
guys,
question,
Let's wrap
quick
on
question
that.
from y'all to find out from the podcast thing. How would they feel? I know the podcast are in video, but to do a watch along like to one of the pay-per-views.
so I
Next
do have we did maybe before that because we did get someone writing asking us to do SummerSlam 92, and to be fair, as Drew mentioned, I think next year might be a good time because it'll be the 30-year anniversary of that. And that was a UK show. I think that would be the perfect way to really kick it off. Not saying we'll do it in August because that's a bit far, but at least in the year.
I'm happy to do a watch along whenever we're all together watching a pay-per-view, but I want to have the channel set up independently, and that takes time.
Beautiful.
That's fine.
Do your thing. Anyway.
Guys, there is a lot of ministry content coming. It's still under Silver Screen Dudes on YouTube, at least for now, but stuff are in the build. So do not give up. There's a lot of adjustment going on under the SSD banner. But please do check out MOW News on Twitter, Ministry of Wrestling on Instagram and Facebook. So that's the one. Do check out Extreme Rules. Hope you guys have a good time. And hey, we're in a good time for wrestling. So even if you don't want to do that, you've got Dynamite and Rampage and other stuff to watch for.
Exactly. You've got AEW.
1 minute away.
So, okay,
Also,
guys.
Going indie, you've got the G1 at the moment going on with New Japan at the moment, which highly recommend it if you've got the spare time.
There you go. Ministry of Wrestling is wrestling. It's not Ministry of WWE. So,
Definitely not.
We're putting it out there. We're putting them out there. So, guys, until the next time, I am the one AJ Anthony Jordan, aka Too Sweet Tony.
Double V, Viceroy, Verisimilitude, me too, Nico Lero. Shout out to all my Nicoholics. See you guys very soon.
Guys, want to say goodbye?
Peace. Then the text out.
All right, been thrown out of the house.
Keeping it real.
So, that's right. No gang signs.
Guys, we're out.